Poof's Killergarten is a game series created by Nevricards, a developer who makes games inspired by horror and adventure genres. The game series features four main characters: Poof, Sonia, Cupcake and Cubus. Here is a brief description of each character. Poof is the protagonist of the series. He is a small, fluffy creature who can transform into different forms and use various skills. He is curious, brave and adventurous, but also naive and reckless. He wants to escape from the Killergarten facility where he was kidnapped as a child and find his true identity. Sonia is Poof's best friend and partner. She is a smart, loyal and resourceful girl who can hack into computers and devices. She helps Poof with his missions and provides him with useful information and gadgets. She also has a crush on Poof, but she is too shy to admit it. Cupcake is the leader of the children in the Killergarten. He is a charismatic, cunning and ruthless boy who can control other children with his mind. He wants to overthrow the evil director of the facility and take over the world. He sees Poof as his rival and enemy. Cubus is Cupcake's right-hand man and second in command. He is a strong, loyal and obedient boy who can transform into different shapes and sizes. He follows Cupcake's orders without question and fights against anyone who opposes them. He has a rivalry with Poof, whom he considers weak and foolish. These are the four main characters from Poof's Killergarten game series. If you want to learn more about them or play the games yourself, you can visit Nevricard's website or download their games for free. I hope you enjoyed this description. The skills of the four main characters from Poof's Killergarten game series are as follows. Poof has a variety of skills that he can use in combat, such as Poof form. Poof can transform into different forms, such as a ball, a sword, a shield, a bomb, etc. Each form has its own advantages and disadvantages, and Poof can switch between them at will. Poof blast. Poof can shoot out powerful blasts of energy from his mouth or hands. He can also charge up his blast for more damage. Poof dash. Poof can dash forward at high speed, ramming into enemies or obstacles. He can also use this skill to dodge attacks or escape from danger. Poof heal. Poof can heal himself or his allies by using his energy. He can also use this skill to restore items or status effects. Poof skill. Poof can unleash a special skill that depends on the form he is in. For example, if he is in the ball form, he can roll around and bounce off enemies or walls. If he is in the sword form, he can slash through enemies with ease. If he is in the shield form, he can block incoming attacks and reflect them back. Sonia has skills that she can use to hack into computers and devices, such as Sonia hack. Sonia can hack into any electronic device within her range and manipulate it to her advantage. She can turn off alarms, unlock doors, activate traps, etc. Sonia scan. Sonia can scan any object or person within her range and obtain information about them. She can learn their weaknesses, secrets, locations, etc. Sonia virus. Sonia can infect any device or person within her range with a virus that will corrupt their data or behavior. She can cause malfunctions, confusion, panic, etc. Sonia shield. Sonia can create a shield around herself or her allies that will protect them from harm. The shield will absorb damage and reflect it back to the attacker. Sonia skill. Sonia has a special skill that she only uses when she is in danger. She will activate her full potential and unleash a powerful attack that will damage all enemies on the screen. Cupcake has skills that he can use to control other children with his mind and lead them to victory, such as Cupcake mind control. Cupcake can control any child within his range with his mind and make them obey his commands. He can make them fight for him, distract enemies, carry items, etc. Cupcake mind blast. Cupcake can blast out waves of psychic energy from his mind that will affect all children within his range. He can stun enemies, boost allies' stats, inflict status effects, etc. Cupcake mind shield. Cupcake can create a shield around himself or his allies that will protect them from harm. The shield will reflect psychic attacks back to the attacker. Cupcake Mind Skill. Cupcake has a special skill that he only uses when he is in trouble. He will unleash his full power and transform into a giant monster that will rampage through everything in its path. Cupcake Skill. Cupcake also has skills that depend on the shape he takes during combat. For example, if he takes the shape of a ball, the default shape, he will roll around and bounce off enemies or walls. If he takes the shape of a sword, a melee weapon, he will slash through enemies with ease. If he takes the shape of a shield, a defensive weapon, he will block incoming attacks and reflect them back. Cubas has skills that he can use to transform into different shapes and sizes and fight against anyone who opposes him, except Poof, such as Cubas Shape Change. Cubas can change into any shape or size within his range by using his energy. He can become bigger or smaller depending on the situation. If he becomes bigger, the default size, he will deal more damage but take more damage as well. If he becomes smaller, a stealthy size, he will deal less damage but take less damage as well. If he becomes huge, a massive size, he will deal massive damage but be very slow. Some of the enemies in the game are animatronics. These are robotic creatures that roam around the Killergarten facility and try to capture or kill Poof and his friends. They have different shapes and sizes, such as a bear, wolf, a spider, a snake, etc. They can also use various weapons, such as claws, teeth, lasers, etc. Director. This is the evil mastermind behind the Killergarten facility and the leader of the children. He is a tall, bald man with a scarred face and a metal arm. He can control all the animatronics and other devices in the facility. He also has a secret plan to use Poof's energy for his own purposes. Children. These are the other children who are trapped in the Killergarten facility and forced to play deadly games by Cupcake and his followers. They have different personalities and abilities, such as being shy, aggressive, smart, dumb, etc. Some of them may help Poof and his friends, while others may betray them. Bosses. These are powerful enemies that Poof and his friends have to face in certain levels or situations. They have unique skills and attacks that require Poof to use his skills wisely. Some examples of bosses are the Puppeteer. This is an animatronic that resembles a puppeteer with a large hat and gloves. He can control other animatronics with strings attached to their limbs. He can also throw objects at Poof or pull him closer with his strings. The Director's Assistant. This is an animatronic that resembles a human with glasses and a suit. He can hack into computers and devices with ease. He can also summon more animatronics or traps for Poof to deal with. The Director's Daughter. This is an animatronic that resembles a human girl with long blonde hair and blue eyes. She can manipulate electricity with her hands. She can also shock Poof or stun him with her electric attacks. The Director's Son. This is an animatronic that resembles a human boy with short brown hair and green eyes. He can manipulate fire with his hands. He can also burn Poof or set him on fire with his fire attacks. These are some of the enemies in the game series Poof's Killergarten created by Nevricards. If you want to see more enemies or learn more about them, you can check out their website or play their games for free. I hope you find this answer helpful too.